I saw you, I was like, oh my God. You saw me like, oh damn. Maybe if you went through on something like, yo, Nhlex,
but nothing would have happened.
You're on the highest. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I want to hit the quad.
Are you clocking it?
Guys, am I
Nothing
in
would
this
have
episode
happened.
or what? What's going
Guys,
on?
Nhlex is flirting with me. I don't know what's going on.
And if you go to the hood and then like people who are maybe misunfortunate, they don't really have it like that. Those niggas are happy. People are laughing in the streets, yo. But it's sad. But people are laughing. Like people are generally happy. Mm-hmm. And I can see by this is already disagreeing with me.
I'm sorry. I don't want to glamorize poverty, guys. Poverty is dehumanizing. One who's always torn in the
middle one.
The middle child.
Yeah.
The one who is being ignored every time.
Why don't you be like your big brother, Temple?
And your big brother is looking at you like, why do your parents love you so much more than me?
Like this.
You know?
Yeah.
Your sister is not like this.
Yeah.
The younger one. Be like, your younger
and
one
then
is
there's
doing
us.
things differently.
Back on another episode of Straight Outta Sunny Side, where you get your sauce and your fact. I am Balisa King, but I'm not rolling alone. I'm with my crew. Next to me is the beautiful
Bubbles. Hello, guys. And I'm also not alone. I'm with
Nhlex with the most. The guy that needs no intro. Uncle Jackson Naqueeda. You know what I'm saying? It's you. Yeah.
Mind you, this is your first impression of him. Your first impression of him. And
Yeah.
But talking about first impressions, guys, I really would like to know, what did you guys think of me when you first saw me? Like, what was your first thought that get into your mind?
I remember the day I first saw you. Like, there was a guy called...
Hey, this one.
There was a guy called...
Speaking like, you know, I
It's
remember
like
the day,
a love story.
first time I saw you. I fell in love.
I looked into her eyes, so shit. It was crazy. So it was like, there was a guy called Sherman, and he was like, yo, this is other hand called Palisa, right? I'm like, damn, there's a hand called Palisa. I like the name already. Okay, it's on the highest squad. I remember you just opened the door. I was like, oh my God. I was like this, bro. Like,
So he's saying he's in love with me.
I didn't even say a word. Like the first time I saw you, I didn't even say a word. I was like,
what
this kind of so gorgeous. Damn, I couldn't believe
So
it.
what are we now, nigga, since you said that? Because you just wrote me a love poem.
Right.
I just wrote you a love poem.
What does that
Nah,
make us?
And that is why they've been like arguing. You guys,
like a
I've
married
been
couple.
looking at you.
Hey, if
a married
you're
couple
seeing this and
level.
you're my partner,
I've been.
yeah.
Hey, I'm taking your hand, bro. Sorry. It's shy from here.
No chances. But what was your first impression of me?
I don't know, to be honest.
You don't know? Should I tell you mine?
My first impression was like, hey, this one has like a lot of facts. And most of the time it was like, I think the first time we go Club YOLO and you guys were talking about the marriage thing. And I think you said something that I was like, you know, I was busy clocking and I was like, yes, this one is the one. This one's perfect. You guys chose the right one. That was my first impression. Yeah.
Nice. My first impression of you was, I thought you were like really young for some reason. But then you spoke and then I heard that you're probably a bit older. And yeah.
Hey, she felt offended. Like the way she was like,
You're short, like very short. And the body is tea. Damn.
clock it.
I was looking at it like, oh my God, that body is bodying. Like, what do you do?
God damn.
Give us what you do. How do you work out? Like,
The whole fucking day if you knew. Only if you knew.
God's favorite.
I sleep the whole fucking day.
God's favorite. You see, I sleep the whole day. I wake up looking like a fat ass bitch. I'm sorry, but
Nah, I think you look good.
anyway, oh my gosh.
What's your first impression of me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that.
You've never said that.
I'm gonna get to that. If I'm being honest, guys, I know that you guys see it. It's like it's no shade to my community. I'm part of the. But I thought he was on my side. When I saw him, no, like it's no shade, dog. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. When I saw you, I was
What's your side? What's your side? I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought
understood.
You're part of the LGBTQ gang. I'm like, damn, so a nigga like that, you fine as hell, and you're part of the gang. Like,
but she said I'm fine.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
I don't
that's
think
all you take.
I know any gay person that's not like fine. Like you get. I saw this online that said you have to be a very, very attractive woman to pull off being a stud, especially an attractive stud, like a masculine presenting woman. You have to be very attractive.
I've never seen that.
There's a lot of men that would actually hit on studs or like I remember we had a conversation about who's that streamer that you said brings lesbians on his.
Not Drewski.
Drewski. Yeah. You see, there's a lot of men like Drewski who are attracted to lesbians or masculine presenting women. Yeah. Because sometimes they just find like that, you know, like, damn, I know you got on boy clothes, but
not all of them.
Not all of them, but most of them.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to tell you that when I saw you, it wasn't like in a disrespectful manner of like, oh, you're gay.
But you thought I was hot.
Yeah, you're like, a lot of men who are hot are also looked at as, you know, you're too attractive to be straight. Like a lot of hot men are like, you probably have some gayness in you because you're hot, you know?
Nah.
I think that's also what goes, you know, like how light-skinned men are viewed, like, oh, you're sassy because you're light-skinned. Because light-skin is the bar of pretty.
For men, it's like
so if you're a light-skinned man and you're pretty, they're like, oh, you're gay because you're pretty. So I think I looked at you like, oh my gosh, you would look like a gay man, you know?
So why didn't you share me to find out? Why didn't you hit me with the
I wasn't attracted to you.
Oh.
So I didn't want to fuck around and find out. That was just the thought.
I should have just did that.
That was just the first impression. You should have just
did that. Maybe we'll see what would happen. You know,
nothing would have happened.
I saw you, I was like, oh my God. You saw me like, oh damn. Maybe if you went through on something like, yo, thanks,
but nothing would have happened.
You're on the highest. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I want to hit the top.
Are you clocking it?
Guys, am I
nothing
in
would
this
have
episode
happened.
or what? What's going on?
Guys, Nhlex is flirting with me. I don't know what's going on, but back to business.
She flirted. Why you say on Friday? Why'd you say on Friday? I'm just saying.
What?
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Guys, what's happening here?
That's the podcast.
Why did you guys tell me about your first impression of me? Did you?
Oh yeah.
I think where I first met you like at the study hall, right? Yeah. I thought you were like really gorgeous and cute, but at the same time, it's like I remember when I first talked to you.
Yeah.
I thought you were like really shy. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first saw you, I was
You're
like,
the first one that approached her. I don't believe that.
Yeah, like I thought she was like really shy. So I was like afraid of like maybe because I can be like
Guababa.
No, I can like me as a person can be over.
Guababa.
No, I can be over.
I'm joking.
I can be over like stimulating sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I have too much
You
energy.
can.
So with her, like I tried to be like a chill bro.
Why don't you try that with me though?
Huh?
He's overstimulating, right? You overstimulate her a lot, Bubbles. Be honest. He's like.
Right?
Yeah. So that's your first impression of him?
Yeah.
He was so cool.
He was?
Honest. He was so
I find
cool.
that very hard to believe.
He was very cool. And he actually made me to like talk and open up and stuff like that. And then he was busy talking about the things that he was doing. I don't actually remember.
Like the magazine.
Yeah, the magazine thing. Yeah. He told me about that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hooked. I was really hooked. And that time when he told me about the podcast, and I'm like,
you weren't sure about it. You're like,
yeah.
But I actually forced her. Like, I was like, please, if you don't want to cry.
Well, I'm glad he forced you because now we get to have you on the podcast,
right?
And you get to have me. He didn't force me. I actually asked him because I'm just forward
like that. Are you
like
sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Anyway.
Yeah.
What's
sentimental?
Happening?
I don't know what's happening.
It's her, bro.
What is he on?
I swear it's her. You don't see it in her eyes, bro. She tells me like, yo,
You
Fuck
know.
around, find out.
Find out what? Like, what the
Telling you.
Yeah.
Why is she laughing that hard? Think about it. I'm not even laughing like
I
that.
feel like you're very delusional.
I'm Delulu.
Yeah, you're very
Right,
delusional.
cool.
I have a
Very, very much
question.
delusional.
I have a question, guys. Would you rather get rich and be sad, or be poor and be happy for the rest of your life?
I don't know. Because at the same time, right? Like, I've thought about this a lot, right? You're gonna be rich. You're gonna wear Louis Vuitton, Giorgio Armani. Because I'm gonna buy clothes and I'm rich. That's all I think money's for, right? So, right, you're rich in this castle, but you're like really sad and you're lonely and depressed. Like, what's the use?
What's the use of having money?
Yeah, if you got all this money, you should at least be happy. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of being rich but you don't have like the sentiment? Because we also see it with like billionaires and whatever. They're like really sad people. They're not comfortable with themselves. They always want to attain more.
Right.
So that's not real happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because we're already seeing reality. And if you go to the hood and then like people who are maybe misunfortunate, they don't really have it like that. Those niggas are happy. People are laughing in the streets, yo. But it's sad. But people are laughing. Like, people are generally happy. And I can see Palissa's already disagreeing with me.
I'm sorry. I don't
That's
want to
the thought.
glamorize poverty, guys. Poverty is dehumanizing. Poverty is evil. I hate poverty with everything in me. So I would never glamorize it and be like, oh, at least I'm happy poor. That money is going to make me happy. If it don't make me happy, I'll force it to make me happy. I'll do things that at least try to make me happy. Now imagine trying to find happiness in poverty.
Ish. It's
Because,
another
I
thought.
mean, you can be happy poor, but I can guarantee you there's sad days. But I'd
Yeah.
rather have those sad days when I'm rich. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I'd rather try to pursue happiness in the comfort of a Lamborghini than pursue happiness in a shack.
Ish. Why did
It's
you
not
say
even a
shit
joke. Like
that?
it's like
Yeah.
the actual reality of what poverty looks like in South Africa.
Facts.
You understand?
Facts.
So
yeah.
I wouldn't want that. I'm sorry. Happiness is overrated. Give me my money.
Give me the money.
Give me the money.
Give me
Overrated.
sad in the yard.
Give me the money.
Thong.
What would you rather have?
For me, I'd rather be happy and be poor. To be honest.
Real.
Like living like
To be honest with you, yeah, I really don't mind being like, being happy and not having like a lot of things. I don't mind doing that.
But there's not having a lot of things in this poverty. Like poor. And I feel like, I don't know your background, but I would say people who would say that don't know the actual reality of being poor. You know,
Like
you
being in
haven't
poverty.
experienced
Yeah.
poverty
I
to a
have.
point where you don't even feel human anymore. Like
in what way wouldn't you feel human if you were in poverty?
poverty is dehumanizing, dog.
It is.
Yeah.
Like
It is. But
I
I'd
don't-
rather be happy, to be honest with you. And I have experienced poverty in a way. When I grew up, I don't want to talk about it
Yeah.
because
It's too much.
I'm gonna be crying. But then
Ish.
I have experienced poverty, and it was really tough. When I look back, I'll be crying and be like, oh my gosh.
and you'd rather be sad in that poverty.
The funny thing is that
I'd rather be happy in that
Yeah.
poverty than
the other thing is that when I was there, I couldn't see anything. I couldn't like think of myself in a way where I'm like, I'm just seeing myself with money and a lot of it.
So do you think
Because I was like,
what
very
like
young.
your reasoning behind being poor and happy comes out from the fact that you can't see yourself outside
yeah.
of being,
in a situation
in that
yeah.
situation.
Once you know the information
Yeah.
or you experience a bit of money, you would always want to pursue money.
And
Facts.
it's so sad how our parents shield us. Like I feel like growing up,
Yeah.
you only realize the situation at home when you're amongst your peers who are
Right.
like, that's when you get to see Hore,
I'm a
actually
bit different.
I'm very different. Like I don't really have it like that.
Yeah.
And I actually thought of I'm not afraid to speak on the situation. I'm just gonna like speak on, how our parents can't really afford much, but they fight nail and arm to keep you in good schools.
And they ensure that you don't even find out that they don't have
But
anything.
I hate that. I hate that so much because they shield us, and then when you find out, it breaks your heart so much. Like, oh my gosh. So this is the situation at home. Like, I'm going to give an example with myself. I'm not really ashamed of that.
Yeah.
My mom and dad took me to Curo, and I don't think I realized just how I'm not advantaged until I was in Curo. And I saw kids from actually who were like well off, you know? When they open their lunchbox, now you start to see,
Eish.
Oh, yeah.
George
the
eating
highest
McDonald's every day,
Eish.
and I'm here with my bread and butter.
Eish.
That's when you start to actually, you don't really got it like that.
Yeah.
And I hated that so much. Like I could go to a school that accommodated me, because I know there's other schools that could accommodate the middle class or people who are from the same backgrounds as me. But I hated being in an environment where kids were well off, and I was just that kid that the parents were trying to go an extra mile for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hated that.
So
so
why do you
much.
have have a problem with that, like shielding us from reality?
Because when you do experience reality, you don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
But if I was exposed to the type of situation that was going on, I know how to deal with it in a day-to-day basis,
Facts.
Like I know I could go to sleep and eat bread. Or, I mean, I don't mean to sound insensitive to the ones who go without eating anything, but it's like, I could get used to not having that big meal because you made sure that I see that, okay, this is the reality.
Yeah.
Right.
So when it actually happens, now it doesn't feel like you heartbroken or whatever. You already know what's going
I already know that
you
this
have
is the
an
reality of
information
things.
about it.
Yeah, so I think that's what I don't like about
I think it's also
the whole
like
concept.
the concept of money, ne, for Black people is like very new to us. Like I can give you an example with like a lottery winner or someone that just obtained money without hard work. Right?
Rough.
They never spend
Know
that
how
money to the max. They always like buying cars, spending friends with their money because they're not
Alcohol.
used. Yeah, because they're not used to
Some of
having
them
money.
don't even buy cars. It's also with NEFSAs. Guys, I want free money. You see, NEFSAs,
Yeah.
I know it helps a lot of students, but poverty, guys, especially when you don't have any other support structure, like you're just benefiting from NEFSAs, that's when you'll see that poverty is dehumanizing. Because other kids are taking NEFSAs and spending it on groove. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta send 500 back home because they ain't got like that.
Yeah.
Or you have to like buy this and buy that and buy that. It's responsibilities after responsibilities.
Whenever it comes, it has its own responsibility. That's how it happens. It also happens to me, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have fun with it, and then you see other kids having fun with it, and then that's the reality that your parents shield you from, that you have to see, because now you don't know how to deal with other people who have it. You're envious, and it's like
Start getting jealous
Yeah. And you start, doing things.
just to get
Just
that
to
money.
get-
Yeah.
Those side track it's always
really look
bad.
good.
And there's actually a topic that I saw that was so cute. It's not even a topic. It was
It's
a
a
girl.
sauce.
It's a sauce. Hey,
Shoot,
guys.
it's not a topic, it's
And
a
you know where the sauce comes from? Straight out of
Sunny
Sunny
side.
side.
Shoot.
Yes,
It
clock
shoot.
it.
And the highs.
I saw a sauce online, and it was a girl. She was talking about how she recently bought a car and didn't tell anyone in her circle. And then when she bought it, the first person she sent the picture to was her best friend. And her best friend cut her off.
Cut her off.
Yeah, like, how dare you buy a car without telling me, and then you want to send me a picture. And then people were like, she has a point. It's
She has
like
a
What do you
Point.
mean? What point are you talking
yeah,
about?
people are like, if you can't trust your friends like that, then why are they your friends? If you're thinking of buying a car and then you secretly go behind doors and
It's
buy
the same
it.
thing as going to the shop and buying a short and telling your friends, like, friend, I bought a short.
But to me, a car is a car. Like, a car is a big purchase. It's not like, it's like a house.
I'm planning on not even telling my mom or
Shoot.
my dad that I'm
And then
gonna be
some were
buying a
saying
car.
like,
how
what
is
if
it
it
gonna
goes
be
wrong?
different?
Like, what if I do want to buy a car, but the whole process goes wrong? I don't have the embarrassment of saying, "Ish, you know, I couldn't buy it," because now you keep yourself from the embarrassment. So you just announce it when you bought it.
Exactly. Also, with that, it's like you trying to shield yourself from people's enviness and people's jealousy
and the opinions.
Because at the same time, that shit can break you down.
And friends can be envious, you know. Like if we're being honest, your friends can be your biggest ops.
And they're the most influential people to you. Like whatever you do, and like your friend says something that can influence you in the most way. You know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's true.
It's on the highest
that is true. I just wanted to know how you guys feel about that, because a lot of people had like conflicted feelings. Some are like, she's valid for blocking her. Some are like, oh, maybe she was jealous all along. And it just came out with the recent purchase of a car, you know? You don't.
What kind of friend is that? What kind of friend? That's not even a friend anymore.
But with the question, like, it's like, I don't have to tell you that I'm buying something though. Like, I don't mind telling you, ne? Like, I'll be saying I'm gonna be buying a new car tomorrow or something, or call you on my way. But like, friend, guess what? I have a new thing in my hand. Yeah, that would be me. I'll be saying that in my own car after buying it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm that friend. I can't keep shit to myself. I'm sorry.
You always tell him that.
I'll be telling you if I'm thinking about something like, yo, I have 50 cents in my account, but I want to buy a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
You're gonna know that I want that car, you know? Every little thing that I want, I just voice out to my friends. It's me. I feel like it also goes by preference. It's just me. It doesn't mean that I have to now project the way I am onto people and be like, you know what, since I'm like that, why don't you? Because I also have a friend who, when let's say for example, she gets a job, she would work for 2 weeks and then tell you. Oh yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
At first, I was very like, why are you moving funny? Yeah. But then once I got used to it, because it was a consistent thing, and then I realized why she does it. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Because some would flop and she'd be like, Chumi, you see why I didn't want to voice it out? And I'd be like, oh, you didn't want the whole now people know about your plans and then it's a fail and then, you know? Yeah. So I kind of understood where she was going from.
Because I feel with like other people, like, let's say you tell them your plans, they won't be happy. Yeah. What's going to happen? What if they just spoil them now?
Besides that, you can tell a person, I have a thing there. I think it's a problem. I don't know if it's a problem or it's me only. It's a thing of like, whenever I speak about something that I want to do, I don't know, it doesn't happen.
Same, but I never shut up. But I never shut up.
It's actually so hard for me to voice out things and say, you know, this and this, I'm planning on doing this, it will never happen.
I wish I was you. I would still voice it out. Even though I know.
Even with relationships. I'm telling you.
You see that one gen that you're thinking it's gonna work out. Once you jump it to your friends, I'm not your friend.
I'm crying.
I hear you, but I hate that.
You know, like it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
That is why I'm so like, I'm always closing everything to myself, because I'm like, once I do want this. If I do want this, I have to protect it until it happens too.
Yeah. Until you get to a place where you can share it and it's eventually
tell it
yours.
Like fully and say, you know, I was planning and I was saving this amount of money until and then this is the amount of money that I made so that I was able to buy a car. You know, I did the balloon thing, you know, that balloon payment and stuff like that. You tell them I did this and that. That's how honest I am. I'm talking, like, I'm being honest. I don't say I take time not to talk, but when I talk, I say every detail.
Are you a first child?
Yeah.
So you would say that's like the instincts of a first child, like.
Now we're going to the psychological van. Now we're going to the psychology.
There's a first child thing, and then there's a second child thing, and a last born. And I think it's really true because
can you like explain it? Maybe for someone that's like confused, that doesn't know what the firstborn is.
I mean, with the firstborn, I if I've read correctly, they're saying that they are automatically the pro-parent. Like, they're the parent after your parents. You look at the firstborn children as an automatic,
kids.
you know, you look at them as a guardian, because parents obviously put that responsibility on children. And it's so wrong, guys. Please stop doing that. If you're having kids, you should have kids for yourself, not for your kids. And then there's the secondborn, who's always torn in
The middle
between
one.
the middle
child.
Yeah.
The one who is being ignored every
Jacob,
time.
Why don't you be like your big brother, Temple?
And your big brother is looking at you like, why do your parents
Your
love you
little
so
sister
much
doesn't
more than
look like
me?
this.
You know?
Hey.
Yeah.
Your sister is not
always-
like this.
Yeah.
The younger one. Be like, your younger
And then
one
there's
is doing
us.
things differently.
Last born.
You can obviously tell.
favorites.
You're last born.
Center of attention.
The favorite.
The favorites. The ones who tell the parents what's not what.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
you know, be like, today we're switching off the
relate.
lights. No, we're sleeping with the lights on today.
Yes.
You're a commander.
Yes. And it is like that. I'm not even joking. It is like, I feel like out of all my siblings, I'm the one who's more vocal about things. I'm the one who always speaks things out. And the parents always somehow listen to the last born more than any other child.
High key. Wait, is
High
it because
key.
is it of age or they become more sympathetic? Like
I
what
think-
happens?
I think it's because of the experience that they get from raising kids.
Oh.
Yeah, and also
They tend
if
to
you think about
understand
it,
kids a bit more easier.
easier. Yeah.
They tend
What
to
she
understand
said.
kids a bit more easier when they like continue. If you're having a kid or stuff like that. For me, I'm
Yeah.
a firstborn, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm a firstborn, it's hey.
It's tough. It's like you're the test subject.
Yes.
They test everything on
That's why they speak about the firstborn trauma.
This one
Yeah.
went. Which club is gonna win?
I'm crying, I'm telling you. As a first kid, it's really tough. You gonna get it very tough. Like it's so tough.
Yeah.
You know, and with the
Oh my god.
Yaxolisa
I'm just
ukhala
thinking
phambi
about
kwabantu,
it, man.
mara,
I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, I've been through it. But then, I mean, at the end of the day, you get to understand why your parents were like that. Yeah.
It's tough, ne?
It's so tough, and you always have that thing in your shoulders where you're like, I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in this kind of group, or I don't want to be in this, because you are a bit scared that what if something happens and then you don't make it. For example, I am the perfect example. Most of the times when I'm at home, when I'm chilling at home, I'm always thinking about, I have to do this thing. I have to make sure that I pass. I have to make sure that I do this. I have to do that, because I am thinking that I'm the girl. I'm a girl, right? And most of the times whenever my parents are looking at other kids, they are like,
funny low.
and I don't want to be one of the people where I'm going to be sitting down at home and I'm going to be, my mom or my dad was going to be making an example about the other person's child, where they'll be like, when are you were studying with this person, and why did you not, why did you not do this? Why did you not do that? And it's really tough, to be honest with you.
And I hate it so much when parents do that, because
The comparing
You don't want to
thing,
make any mistakes.
Yeah.
like
There's no way that you are thinking of making any mistakes when you have first child.
and it's not fair. It's not fair, because it's also our first time living. Like, you can't expect me not to make mistakes. I'm 100% sure they've made thousands of mistakes, and somehow they're so hard when they look at us, and they don't see that they've also lived. You've also lived at the age that I'm living at, and I can
Facts.
guarantee you,
But
you
now-
did worse things than me.
Yeah,
but you
well-
look at me with an eye like, oh, how could you do that?
You know what I'm saying?
the
I
problem
know you
is
were
that
dirty.
it's their first time raising a child. That's the other thing. It's their first time raising a child, and it's their first experience that they are experiencing you as a person.
Can I say something?
Right.
Can I say something? I also had that mindset before I became a mom.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let me take it easy on my parents, because it's their first time raising a child too. Like, it's their first time living. Until I had a child, And I realized, some of this shit is bullshit. Like,
What?
because
Can you?
like you can be a parent and still be human and still be someone who's understanding. Like, when you're a parent, it doesn't take away from your other human experiences. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Like, as much as I can look at my daughter and be like, in a parent eye, like, oh my gosh, you're not supposed to do, I'm also gonna have it at the back of my mind, like, okay, you know what, this is a 3-year-old, this is a 4-year-old, she's gonna do that, she's a child,
Right.
And I feel like sometimes our parents don't raise us with that. They don't raise us
It's like
with,
you're not a child.
it's like you're not a
you're
child.
just like a bee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
like I'm literally, I could think of things I did when I was 10, 11, 12 that got a very harsh punishment. But when I look back on it, I could be like, I was a baby.
Yeah.
You couldn't look at me as a baby.
Like your brain couldn't form to that high tweet to
You
be
looked
like,
at me and
this
you're
is my
like,
decision. I'm gonna make it.
Because that's how we all grew up. We'll be honest.
Yeah.
We're only subconsciously aware of it, like it was abuse. But once you mention it, the black parents don't want to hear that word. They get really mad.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, it's like, damn, I really did not have to experience that. You know, you could have.
Yeah, and when you mention it, it's like you are ungrateful.
It's like you're ungrateful.
Yeah.
How dare you? I put a roof. It was your responsibility.
I
don't see myself at an older stage, and I tell my daughter, I put a roof over your head. I was supposed to do that. I brought her into this world. I'm supposed to provide. I'm supposed to give her the necessity. I'm not going to look at it and be like, I bought you sneakers. I'm supposed to buy those sneakers. What the fuck do I think is going to happen? It's my responsibility.
She's going to be working on 10 toes outside.
10 toes gang.
Yeah. So, guys, I know that things happen, but I feel like I'm so proud of the women of today for not...
For not
settling down.
For not reproducing when they don't want children. Because I feel like a lot of our parents had children when they didn't have,
right? Like even women of today, it's like, we don't want to have kids.
And that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
no
good.
marriage even.
Marriage
they want to be independent on their own.
Marriage is scary. Let's be
Marriage
honest.
is embarrassing now.
Someone is gonna embarrass you.
Embarrassing.
Yo,
how do you take marriage to embarrassing?
Once you sign that marriage certificate, you are signing your embarrassment scandal.
True.
Yo. True.
Like, are you guys talking based off like the divorces that are happening and the
men will embarrass you.
Yeah?
I hate the fact that now they say, oh, it's because marriage back in the day was based on love, people married. That's not true. Our mothers were crying in silence.
They were also crying.
You couldn't even leave.
They just didn't want to voice it out. And now because women are like voicing it out, it's like, the women of nowadays are not
too much.
They
don't want to.
We're not our mothers.
Settle.
Yeah.
That's
like
one thing.
that.
Just because my mother stayed in that loveless marriage where she was being abused emotionally, financially, because some of your dads are at home and your mothers are working, but your mother still have to come back from work and pick up the shit after him. Like, how does that make sense? She gives him money. He's not working. She cooks for him. She takes care of you. And you all don't think that's abuse? Like, at some point, you have to look at your mothers and be like, damn, you really had to go through all of this.
And they still quiet.
And you're still quiet.
Because it's out of like respect.
It's not even out of it's
community.
It's the oppression in their mind. Like they've literally oppressed them to a point where they don't even see anything wrong with that. Because our parents would fight just to like protect those men in their homes. I saw a thread on TikTok where they were talking about mothers and parents, like, what's that one thing your parents are doing that's embarrassing you? And people are talking about how their mothers are supporting men and they're not giving them money and it's embarrassing. Some are talking about their mothers dating married women. And it was, hey, guys.
Wait, their mothers dating married women?
Yeah, like my mom is dating a married man and she would look at the picture and laugh and I'm sorry.
There was a video of this other woman. She's Xhosa. She was talking about her mother. Her mother is you know, the father and the mother, they separated, right?
Oh,
and the
okay.
father got married, and now the father is cheating on the wife
With the mom.
the mom.
Ish.
Yeah, it was like
Ish.
it was like, no, the wife has found out. Manje kuyaliwa manje. It's a fight where now this person's like, is like a kisari as buyele kwa kisari.
Yo.
Wait, is it still cheating because it's the first one?
Yo.
It is.
It's the first.
What are
It's
you
cheating
talking
because
about?
that's the first one, bro.
cheating.
It's cheating.
That's the first one you married.
I mean, you exited the marriage to start another relationship.
Nah,
Now
that's-
you're gonna cheat
That's the
on.
first wife, dog. That's not cheating.
And baby mamas also do that, guys. If you're a baby mama, please stop letting these men in. Stop letting these men use you. They don't love you. They just love the access they have to you. So the more you do that, the more you degrade yourself. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, it's he doesn't know where home is, but he knows where he can get lit without having to pay or without having to have the emotional availability, because he knows that he can get it from you, anytime. So when you give him any time, you're letting him have access to you.
So you think that's like the relationship between like baby mama, baby daddy? It's
Right.
like they just have access to the woman.
I'm just gonna say
Not-
this. I feel like the type of relationship you're talking about is from two low self-esteem individuals.
Shoo.
Because you have to have some really low self-esteem to let a man who embarrassed you come back again just to play in your face again. Like,
Ish.
I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not letting a nigga play in my face again.
Ish.
Again.
Not again.
Oh, come on.
The
It
first
has to
time
give-
it's nah,
It
but
has
why?
to give
Why
low
the second
self-esteem.
time?
Why the self? Like, he shows you that he's not really with it like that.
Yeah.
So
But
why?
like, I feel like it's not even based on that, like the baby daddy thing. It's just like based on relationships.
Yeah, that's
like a lot of
like,
women
even with
take
marriages.
a lot of crap, bro.
Because
Like,
they
even
put
now-
men on a high pedestal. Like, why
Why do you think that is
Bro.
though? Why?
patriarchy?
Nah, you
It
blame it
always
on that
goes
tweet.
back to patriarchy.
Yeah.
It always goes back to patriarchy.
Yeah, really tough.
Nah.
Really tough.
Yeah.
But nah, that's the
can't say
woman's
nah.
fault, bro.
It's
you can't
not.
say bro.
It's not. She's been
with the-
conditioned to
with the-
think like that.
With the rights you guys have and the liberalism
We're not
you
talking
guys
about
have
rights. We're
and what-
talking about oppression that went on for years and years and years.
Exactly,
where they
but if
say-
someone is born in this generation is still doing the same thing.
It's like
How
saying,
can we now
okay, let me
blame
give you an
the
example,
same
a
system?
very good example.
Yeah.
It's like saying, why is it that majority in men, black men in South Africa, are unemployed? It's apartheid. It took that away from us. Even though you don't want to see it, it always goes back to the white man.
Yeah.
It always goes back to the white man. So with patriarchy, it's always like that too. It goes back
So
to
does it go back to the white man or the black man? Because he said
patriarchy
because it's saying all men. He's
inclusive.
saying all men, right?
Patriarchy is inclusive. Even white women experience patriarchy. It's not only experienced by black women. So what are you saying?
Nah, I'm just trying to hit the clock.
Yeah, that example was
Hit the
just
clock.
like,
I'm just asking, guys. I can't believe you for asking. How?
Yeah.
anyway. What are the recent updates that you have?
Oh yeah.
That's the source.
The sauce. Aish, there's this Sudan tweet that's been in my heart. It's very sad. Like Sudan is going through war. I think they call it RF something. N of R, right? What? Scream it out, bro.
But isn't
No
that
worry.
like the civil war? Because
Yeah, it's like a civil. It's like a civil war
in
happening
Sudan.
In Sudan, right?
And then there's the other wars from like Kenya and I think that's the one you're
Madagascar,
talking about.
Peru,
Yeah.
and another country,
Those are
Morocco
nice
as
countries.
well. That one is called the Gen V protest, right?
What's
So,
a Gen V?
Gen V is like Generation V,
Oh, yeah.
Generation
Oh, yeah.
Z,
Okay.
Generation.
So
yeah,
what's Generation
generations.
V? What are they?
Generation Z, like
The
from
Gen Z or Gen V?
Gen Z, yeah,
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z, Gen
It's
Z.
called a Gen Z protest.
Yeah. So that's the one that's happening in Madagascar, Morocco, Peru, and Indonesia. Yeah, just fact check. So what's happening there is like young kids are like standing up for like themselves because they're seeing like nepotism happening and people in power have been in power for the longest. And what they do is like they take the assets and they give them to their kids with the nepotism, right? So it's like the corruptions, whatever happening.
And that also happens in South Africa.
Yeah, so what they're doing is they're actually standing up, they're protesting, they're burning down the parliament.
And they're getting killed for that.
There's like there's a president of Madagascar that they didn't even allow him to flee in the airport. They actually stood there, they together, you know what I'm saying? Like I heard like there was like this other protest that the military that was supposed to stop them, right? They actually were with the protesters and went together like, no, this system is not right. And what you're saying, like what's happening South like, do you think we're gonna get to that point where our generation, we see like the unemployment happening and all that stuff? Do you think we'll get together and be like, you know what, fuck this shit?
I think recently there was actually a protest that was supposed to happen in Pretoria. It was supposed to be hosted at the Union Buildings, I think. Yeah. And people didn't really show up because they were trying to make it. You remember
Scorpion King's event that was happening? I think so they said something like they were hiding, or the way like they changed that, you know. They changed from protesting to going to the.
You see, that's the problem with our youth. But I don't really remember what happened that weekend. But we were supposed to have a protest, and it didn't really. I don't know if it happened or not because I didn't see buzz about it on social media.
Yeah.
But what I can tell you, right? Because I am a feminist, I can tell you that this thing of men killing women in South Africa is gonna get to a point, like. It's gonna get to a really horrible point.
Yeah.
Because I saw it with the reactions that men have to the killings of women in South Africa. Like
what are they like typical reactions? What would you say is like a typical man reaction?
Like I'm also aware of the fact that there's a lot of things that are happening in South Africa, like unemployment, you know, the rand being manipulated.
Yeah,
so
can you speak more on that? Because I heard you say something.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
And then I think the bigger one is the killing of women and children.
Yeah,
we're not angry enough. I'm afraid.
Yeah,
I feel like, especially when the voices that are speaking out are the voices of women, and then you go on social media and you see how killings of women and children has men reacting, and then it gets you to think
like how are these men reacting?
Like with the latest situation of the two girls that were murdered in
how did men react to that? Like
making up a whole story about Ice and 10K.
Oh, maybe because
just to give a reason.
Some were saying that
why,
they like things,
you know,
Banyana like things and stuff
just
like that.
Just to give a reason to why men should murder women, young women. That is crazy. That is a very scary reaction to have.
Right.
Like, as a South African woman reading that, knowing that it could happen to me next, and people will be looking at my death in that way.
And making an excuse for it because she went out.
Baba
or something like that.
A lot of men, if they were given that opportunity in South Africa, they would kill women. So doesn't that get you scared, Hori? Eventually we can get to a point where a man kills a woman 30 seconds in a day everywhere in South Africa.
Damn, that's deep. That's deep.
Honestly, that is the war that gets me really scared, that would brew in South Africa, you know? Like
the war of killing women.
The war of killing, the genocide of women and children.
But okay, knowing South African men, bro. You think they'll kill all women, bro?
They're already killing us.
Come on, bro.
I mean, you're laughing now, but they're already killing us. They're already killing us. Because I remember even when the scandals...
that you thinking what they can protect.
You know, I could be laughing with you right now. I offend you and say some dumbass, and then next thing you think you have the right to take my life.
Now got a knife now.
I remember when the scandal started, they started making it look like it was the Jellofinas, like Nigerian men. No, it's Nigerian men who are killing. And then you find someone who's prosecuted and it's Kumo. and it's tapelo.
Yeah.
And it's letabo.
So like with that
Those
tweet,
37-year-old men, you old guys, stop
Stop
doing
chasing
that.
these young girls. Like, what the hell?
Oh,
yeah.
it's really
So
not
with
cool.
that tweet, like the problem I see maybe with South Africans is like we are very good at like pointing fingers, like this is your fault, this is someone else's fault. Like I think it's like a thing we should work on, like each other, right?
It's good to point fingers.
So with that tweet, like I'm just saying, let's say if men got together and we like, yo, we trying to like stop this tweet, like we're tired of this happening. Why does this happen every single week? Why does it happen every single day?
You'd have serial
Let's
killers
talk it-
joining you on
That's
that
what I'm
protest.
saying. It's good
That's
to
the
point
thing.
fingers so you know which men you're dealing with. Imagine,
Oh, so you
know,
guys are-
like let's
yeah.
name and shame. I hate this thing of people trending and then when they're trending or when they're spoken of in the news, especially people like serial killers, their faces are being blurred out. Name and shame. Let's see his
So
face.
you saying, okay, with like the tweet that I gave you, it's like we should hold like men responsible.
We should hold men because they
'Cause,
are
like,
responsible.
I think there are like brews that know like men that hit their wives or whatever, but they won't say anything. They'll
guys-
just keep quiet about that and stuff like that. So you're
And
saying
that's because
we
the
should
wives
be-
don't want to go to jail or they don't want to go to the police station and report.
because they know
You
they're
know?
gonna be shamed. But
Right.
anyway, let's
They don't want
Yeah.
to be shamed, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a bit you know
Ish,
hard
yeah.
for the people to be
Ish,
doing
the next
that.
song-
on lighter news.
The next sauce.
That's the sauce.
I'm not happy about it. Can you please say that Bruce name so I can tell you how unhappy I am about that Bruce?
You're talking about Bruce.
I fucking hate that guy. Yo, bro, I hate you. You with the comb that you fuck out in your head every day, thinking you Mr. Fuck Boy. You're not a fuck boy, my brother. Yo, the hands just want you for clout, my dog. You ain't shit, dog. Stop acting like, you know what I hate about Bruce? This
she
nigga's
doesn't
walking around like.
I feel like
he's
Naqueeda is
Mr.
different though. I don't think she
Naqueeda
really
loves
wants
Bruce,
him for.
to be
I mean, she
honest
already
with
has
you.
clout. But what would she need? Clout
Nah,
for?
I feel like the Naqueeda and Bruce relationship was just for them to get higher.
Stage, nah.
On higher.
Yeah, now
Like,
we
you can
can
see it's
feeling-
like pretense. It's like these motherfuckers are acting. It's not genuine. It's not a genuine relationship. And Bruce,
It's giving Ghost
Fuck
and
you.
Sima.
Right, guys,
Ghost Louis and
I'm
Sima.
locked in.
You love
I'm
them.
locked in. Like, no, not that I love them. I really like their content, but now I'm thinking about Naqueeda in this situation. Naqueeda, I feel like
Naqueeda's a dumb
you know,
bitch, bro. She's staying with a dumb brew with a dumb comb, bro. Like, and still crying about it. Don't cry about it, my sister. Just leave him. If Naqueeda really doesn't like Bruce in that way, right? Why is she still there?
That's because
Cause she a dumb bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest. Naqueeda's dumb, bro.
No, but you know, I
come
feel like
on.
I'm also
Love
very
is
conflicted.
blind.
Did you see what she did when she was coming for that girl?
yeah,
Like that was so low vibrational
It was-
energy,
yeah.
Why?
especially
Naqueeda.
for
Will she wait for
for
who?
Bruce. She went for
She
this
went for
other
this
Han
other-
who came to their podcast, Open Chairs podcast, and they were talking about their trip to Mozambique, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
They took a
apparently
picture
they
there.
took a picture, and then she was holding Bruce in a way. And Naqueeda, instead of
no,
coming for her nigga,
she was bending
Oh, she
in
was-
front of two
showing
guys.
booty.
I think she was just
For a
you know,
body with a
she was
comb.
just- Ooh, she was just probably like jealous, like
But
oh my
I don't
gosh,
think
like
it
it's
was
happy
really
and
that,
stuff, and then
you know.
Kadlala, Naqueeda, I'll show up a kubuni, ne? Kadlala.
Nah, you ain't all that.
But I think I don't understand her reasons for that outburst, because she was blaming the hand. She was like, "Oh, but why were you bending on my man? Like my man."
So
will
why
like a Bruce."
doesn't she go for Bruce? She goes
My
for these
thing,
other
my
hands.
thing, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She's a dumb bitch. That's why.
No.
You a dumb bitch, bro. You're out here hating on Wasima.
and the things you're doing, I can't even
You're
be
dumb
defending you
bitch.
anymore.
You're a
'cause
dumb
it's-
bitch. Not even feminists can defend you. That's when you know you're a dumb bitch, bro. Hey, yo, that hand's dumb, bro. I don't know what's wrong with that hand, bro.
Hey guys, I don't know batho before you are allegedly removed. We're not coming for anyone, guys.
Yeah.
But this was a great episode. Thank you all for tuning in. We love you. We hope you love us back, because we're showing you love, putting in the work, putting in the time.
It's you.
Anyway, this is your girl, Balisa King,
Yeah.
with
Bubbles, hi.
Shakes with the mostest. Like, share, subscribe.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
And shoot, don't forget, I'm sorry.
No. Good.
Hey, yo,
good.
can I also tell them, Naqueeda, you're a dumb bitch. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Naqueeda Wabatu.
This one is always going
like
for the
that hard.
short.
Say, gonna say, do, romisa.